Thought I'd do an impromptu Be Kind today. Well, let me back way up on some stuff. I don't remember in the last video if I mentioned we had a pecan tree getting ready to fall over. It's about an 80-90 foot tall pecan tree. It's old, it's hollow, and the high winds and rain caused it to lean over. I have a photo of it, I think. I'm not sure I've got one in here or not. I'll find out real quick, and if I do, I'll bring it up and show it to you. I do not have a photo of it. Okay. The thing is, I had to go to what I call Orscheln still. Family from India, I think, bought the Tractor Supply and Orschelns and all that, and they call it Bomgar, B-O-M-G-A-A-R, I think. But anyway, according to my temperature gauge right here, it's 94 degrees outside, and that's why the AC's on in here. We're trying to save the tree. I bought a pole chainsaw. My son Benjamin, limbs were hanging over his house over there. He cut a bunch way back a ways, and then he cut one limb and it fell and hit him in the arm, and the chainsaw fell to the ground and it basically killed it. He will work on it later this evening, tomorrow, see if he can get it going again. We're having vehicular problems again. My son Nick's Suburban is overheating for some reason. We will take a look at that when he gets home. Right now, I had a idler pulley on my van brake. The bearings gave out and it just cratered. And it goes to it basically works for the heat and air intake thing, I think. But anyway, my son Benjamin will be working on it, putting my van back together shortly. It's awful hot out there. I pulled the van down under the pecan tree. I have a 100-foot pecan tree right there that, and the other one's probably 100 feet, that shades this office and part of the house. Benjamin trimmed limbs back. The other one falls, it's going to fall right into our driveway, which we get another good rainstorm, and wind, either one or both, the tree will fall, and then we'll have to cut it up and get it out of the way. The thing that I'm really concerned about with all that is we have two vehicles we can't get out of the way. A Navigator that needs some work, and Nick's antique 85 model van that has 4 flat tires on it. Thought about airing the tires up and seeing if we could just pull it out of the way, but When he gets off work today, he's going to be exhausted. Then he has to ride home in a hot Suburban, no air conditioning, that will overheat when he gets home probably. Always something, folks, always. But we last year were making 1 step forward and 2 steps back. This year we're making 2 steps forward and 1 step back. We are making some progress on some things. It's been tedious is the best way I can describe it. What I'd really rather be doing right now is watching television with my wife, but I'm going to do this, and then I've got to do a few other things. I reestablished my consulting business, and I'll be utilizing that. I have to bring more money in. And in case anybody's curious as to what I consult on, I have 2 PhDs. One's medical and one is basically behavior analysis, criminal sociology. One's from Columbia, one's from Bastyr. I'm not ill-educated, I just sound like an idiot. I sound like a knuckle-dragging, mouth-breathing Southern Okie, which I am basically. It's just one that happens to be educated. I have an extensive client list. I have a 100% solve rate on my consulting. Usually what it's for is doing real hard background on someone and finding out how they're stealing money from a business, who they're stealing with, because most of these folks do not do it by themselves. There are the 5 W's and H, and there's somebody trying to break into my computer. Saw my friend Jerry yesterday or the day before. I was telling him about a laptop I got over there I'm having to clean up, and he said, well, use the monster on it. And I said, no, it'd destroy the laptop. And that's what this machine's designed to do. It's an investigation tool. I just happen to use it sometimes to upload these videos. But the 5 W's and the 1 H, who committed the crime, where the crime was committed, when the crime was committed, why the crime was committed, and what was the crime, and then how was it committed. Those are the big questions you have to ask as an investigator. And if you get all those answered, you'll have your person that committed the crime. Just a second. What I have access to, the average person doesn't. I'm no longer employed by the agency I was employed. They shut all of us down, all of us. They only have a stateside office in Washington, D.C. and New York City. The rest of the offices, or they're gone. I won't say if they're doing with them. I don't want to cause panic. My wife said, well, if they do a recall, it's up in the air whether I will go back to doing what I used to do. I look like I'm a lot younger than I am, and I'm on one walking cane today. I'm in shorts, a t-shirt, polo shirt is cool, and that is how I am attired and will remain attired until my son Nicholas is home safe. I may have to go get him in the van. Benjamin gets my van running, or I may have to go get him in my son Brandon's Impala. When you live in the country and you've got as many people living here as we do, everything from small children to senior citizens like my brother, me, and my wife, it creates undue hardship on folks if they are not cohesive. The love overcomes and overrules everything else here. That's how it works. I don't know if I'm going to put this on my vlog channel or not. I may do it, I may do so, I don't know. But I do know this. These are perilous times we're living in, and you guys really need to make some kind of preparation. Even if it's beans and rice for storage, you can find water. If you have a way to build a fire and you're homeless and you have a way to gather water, you can boil the water and purify it. You boil it at a hard boil for about 5 minutes is really the best way to do it. And then let it cool, strain it, and drink it. You can also get those little water filters that you suck like a straw. I've got one of those, and I've got one you pump for other people over there. Water's not a hot problem where we live, especially with it raining like it has. We have water all over the place. Clear, cold, running streams, clear lakes, small ones and big ones. But and we have livestock if we have to eat something, and Linda's got a garden. Linda and Benjamin have a garden going back there. Well, folks, I got to get off of here. I'm going to take care of this, get it done, and then go in the house while Benjamin's repairing my van, and then take the van and run and do something in it to test drive it. No, this crippled, crazy, ugly, fat old man loves you, each and every one of you. I pray for you, and like the sign says up there, be kind. Bye.